Good evening and welcome back into Fox 23 News at 9. I'm Zach Seminar. Today, Conference USA announced their postseason awards, and the dynamic Southern Miss sophomore guard Ladavius Drain was named the league's co-sixth man of the year. Drain becomes the second Golden Eagle to ever win the award, joining Neil Watson from the USM 2011-12 team. Mississippi native ranks 25th in the country in three-point shooting at nearly 47%. From the outside, he's averaging 11 points per game in just 23 minutes on the court. He will share the honor with FAU's Xavier Stapleton. The Golden Eagles will open play in the CUSA tournament on Thursday. The SEC has announced their all-conference honors today as well, and a pair of Mississippi State Bulldogs garnered postseason accolades. Quindary Weatherspoon was named to the All-SEC first team, while Reggie Perry captured a spot on the All-SEC freshman team. For Weatherspoon, it was the first time an MSU Bulldog landed on the first team since 2012. He averaged 19.5 points per game, the most of the SEC. As for Perry, he'd post 11 points and 8 rebounds per game during SEC play. He upped his averages to 13 and 9 over his last 13 games. He also posted 7 of his 8 double-doubles during that 13-game stretch to end the year. The SEC Player of the Year on the women's side and Defensive Player of the Year of the SEC, Tara McCowan has been named one of the 4 finalists for the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. The award is just in its second year of an existence, and McCowan nabbed that award last year. She led the SEC in rebounding at 13.5 boards per game, also blocked a record 74 shots this year, and is averaging nearly a steal per game for the Dogs. MSU, meanwhile, rose 1 spot to number 4 in the latest AP Top 25 poll this week. Dogs have won 8 straight games and trail only Baylor, UConn, and Notre Dame in the poll. The Dogs now await their NCAA tournament fate. ESPN bracketologist Charlie Cream has the Dogs as a number 1 seed in his latest bracket projections. Women's tournament bracket will be unveiled on a Monday night. Former Minnesota Vikings running back Latavius Murray will sign a 4-year, $14.5 million deal with the New Orleans Saints. Deal with Murray will likely spell the end of Mark Ingram's time with the Saints. New Orleans will hope to pair Murray with Alvin Kamara and form a 1-2 punch, kind of like Kamara and Ingram were over the last couple of years. Murray ran for 578 yards and 6 touchdowns last season, while with Minnesota. Over his 5-year career, he also has shown that he can catch the ball out of the backfield, averaging 26 receptions per season between Oakland and Minnesota. Now, how about a little spring baseball? Pittsburgh Pirates registering a rare triple play against your Atlanta Braves on Monday. It happened in the bottom of the second with runners on first and second. Atlanta's Ender Inciarte sending a ground ball up the middle, and shortstop Kevin Newman collected, stepped on second over to first for the double play, but Charlie Culberson routed third a bit too far, and Jose Ozuna went across the diamond for the third and final out of the inning. And according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the New York Giants moving on from outspoken wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., they'll trade him to the Cleveland Browns. In exchange, New York will receive Cleveland's first and third round draft picks this year to go along with Jabril Peppers. Beckham Jr., regarded by some as the best receiver in the game, hauled in 77 balls last year for nearly 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. He played in just 12 games. He was nicked up, and then the year before, he only played in 4 games. So there are, Cleveland had to be careful before they made a trade like that. But if he's healthy, he's without a doubt a top 5 receiver in the league.
They paid him all the money last year at the beginning of the season. He does everything right. He got hurt a little bit, but
he doesn't do everything right. On the field, he might do everything right.
Okay.
He doesn't even do everything right on the sidelines. You remember when he proposed to that kicking net?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.